this be the best Superman comic I have read today? Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's video we are gonna review Superman for all seasons. This was a part of my February haul, and right now I will just confirm, but we are having another haul really soon. I picked the comics. There are like 11 of them, and these are some of the big ones, like there are compendiums here. Unfortunately no omnibuses this time, maybe next year, because omnibus are expensive and I had to fit as much as good iconic storylines in this haul as I could. There are like 3 compendiums, 2 hardcovers, and the rest are paperbacks. No compact comics for now because I'll be buying them separately. Yeah, I'm planning to buy this Flash Rebirth and Nightwing Leaping into the Light, but still no plans for those. Anyhow, this is Superman for All Seasons, written by Jeff Loeb, and the art is by Tim Sale. Rest in peace him though. So this was published back in 1998, I believe, and yeah, it was probably back then. And this is a really beautiful comic if I have to describe it in the one word, because it's a really nice one. So this is the front page, really iconic, really classic Tim Sale art style, and it's just fantastic. I have this new edition of the with the new DC logo. This is the side spine of the comic, as you can see. Pretty simple but great. And before the legend, before the icon, before Man of Tomorrow, it's the story about that. And here is just a synopsis, I believe, a little. And this retails for 19.99 USD and 25.99 Canadian dollars. So without any spoilers, let's discuss about the comic. It's a story and which is about Superman, but it is narrated by several people. There are in total 4 chapters in this one. First is Autumn, then yeah, I believe it's Autumn. I forgot, I read it few days ago. Actually it's spring, sorry, my bad. First is spring, then is summer, then is autumn or fall, whatever you call it, and last is winter. Each one is narrated by different people. Spring is by Park Kent, summer is by Lois Lane, and fall is by Lex Luthor, and the winter is by Lana Lang. So it has really classic comic art style, if I have to be specific. And it's a beautiful comic. The storytelling here is really beautiful, and there are just some really good art pieces. I will show you some classic ones. The character designs aren't bad, but they are a bit boxy type, so which I'm not complaining, by the way. That's completely normal. It's not a big deal at all. And let me show you guys some of the art, which is great here. So first chapter mainly focuses on Park and telling about Clark a bit. I won't spoil much about this one because I would recommend if everyone read this comic without me talking about the story by any chance. And just see this art style. This is beautiful. The colors are good, so much beautiful. Like that's so fantastic. Oh my god, I folded it a bit. And then we have summer, Lois Lane chapter. I will ranking the chapter. This was my least favorite, by the way, although I was really excited about this one. Another amazing one, the art, because mainly Lois Lane is one of my favorite Superman's love interest, and I was really excited for her to rule this chapter. But it was not too good. It had its moment. It was it wasn't terrible, but it was sort of mid for me. Lex Luthor was my third in the ranking. It was nice, really nice. I love the way he described Superman and the way he broke him. You will see when you read the comic. There are some emotional moments in the comic which are really in the main comic it isn't, but there is this one extra story which will contain spoilers, by the way. That was super emotional, by the way. That was pretty sad. And homage, they're bearing giving a credit to the iconic Superman appearance. It's just beautiful. And It just shows how Superman is a symbol of hope. And there is this one specific thing which I will show you guys in the end. Then we have Winter by Lana Lang. She is an amazing one in this comic. I really loved her character, and finally I get to know her better in this one. Um, I love how she knows his identity. That was pretty unexpected. And even her art isn't bad. She's nice looking. And Superman, he just like good. And now we have spoilers here, so you may avoid this part. So tales for all seasons. These are some extras in the end, and here we see Bruce and Clark interacting for first time, kind of. And it was really sad to see. Then we had this Mark and story, little one, in which she tells how Clark went on his first prom and what happened with him. And then we have some extras like these cute pictures, very beautiful. And yeah, Sam's story. This one is really emotional. So basically, there is this friend of Clark, Sam, and he's the only one who makes him laugh. So he was really close to him. And well, one day Sam has this issue, he can't walk. Clark uses X-ray. He spots this. Sam goes bald, which simply means he got cancer, and he dies. That was really sad. That just it was sad to see. Car said, sorry, not car. Pa said, Pa Kent, I wished I could make the pain go away, but this was something Clark was going to have learned on his own. We all do. Like, he wished that his son never, never ever, face this pain of his friend dying. And this scene here, let me just zoom on it really quick. This is so much beautiful. And then we have even the note by Sam which he left before dying. Your destiny does not lie in a hospital bed. Far greater achievements are to come. Own your destiny. Best friends are best friends, best doctors, best outlook, no worries. Really, heart touching. Then we had this really, I wish this was the main cover for the comic, to be honest. I mean, it is sort of like we got cloudy here, but this was just so nice to see all 4 seasons here. And then we had some art gallery which Ma and Pa have, see this, some rough sketches. And yeah, that's pretty much it of this comic. It's a action adventure, I believe. I would say it's a really beautiful comic. It's just beautiful. And let me just find that scene which I said I will show you guys now. This one. So there is this kid, Superman gets him. He says, whoa, cool costume, thanks. Superman says, my mom made it for me. And this was so wholesome because I saw this clip from Superman and Lois TV show, the CW one. And it is just exactly that. I hope that DCU James Gunn Superman does this too in the Man of Tomorrow movie, because this would be wholesome. By the way, I saw Supergirl and I uploaded my short review on that. You can check it out. I will give the link on the I button here, or even in the description, or you can just check my shorts, or maybe it would pop out on your feed if you follow me. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this comic. I love this comic. This is one of my favorite comics. So I would rate this comic a 9.5 out of 10. But if we include the extras, which I guess we should, because this is a singular comic, like you see, this is a whole comic here, I would rate it a 10 out of 10. Sam's story was just so much sad and beautiful, hopeful at the same time. And even that extra prom one, or even that first story in which Clark meets Bruce, even if it was not direct but indirect, it just was beautiful. Overall, the comic is beautiful. The story is the main highlight. Story is beautiful, no doubt. Tim Sale's art style, I won't say it's my favorite, but it's simple yet beautiful. You can't complain. So yeah, that was my review for Superman for all seasons. We're gonna start reading the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow today. Really excited for that. Because just saw the Supergirl movie too. So really excited about that. So yeah, that was all for today's. Make sure to take care of yourself. Give your opinion on the comments. And goodbye.